Okay, in this video we're going to go over something a little different. We're going to talk about sepia toning. Sepia toning is something that goes back quite a ways to the early days of photography. It was a technique of adding dyes or tones to the process of developing a photograph, and what they achieved by that was something like you see on the right that I took off of Wikipedia here. This picture was taken back in like 1885 and was done using a sepia toning process. It did two things. First of all, over a standard black and white picture, it adds a little more warmth to it. And the second thing it did was increase how long the picture lasted, reduce the fading, and overall gave it a better contrast too, also to the picture in the final photograph. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from this 1885 photograph to a picture of a 2011 Synergy Green Camaro, and we're going to add that effect to it right here in CorelDraw. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to get that picture selected, and we're going to go up to the effects menu, go to adjust, and the first thing we have to do is desaturate it, which is take out all the color. That gives us pretty much a black and white looking picture, but we need to realize that that is still an RGB bitmap that we have on the screen. If you're starting with a black and white photograph and it's not RGB, you need to convert it to RGB, because we're actually going to be putting color into this, and if you try to do this to just a standard grayscale picture that has no color properties, it won't work. So once we've got it desaturated there, we're going to go back up to effects. Again, this time we're going to go to the adjust, and we're going to do color balance, and I will reset everything to 0 on my color balance by hitting the reset button. Then I'm going to lock on our preview, so any changes I make right here will be instantly viewable right here on our picture. And over here, this is the ranges that these values will be applied to. I'm going to turn off the highlights. I kind of like it with the highlights turned off. You can leave it on, you can turn them on and off, and get the effect you want. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our cyan red color channel, and we're going to bring it over here to about 40, somewhere in that area. And as you can see, we've added, it pinkens it up just a little bit, and then to get the brown effect, we're going to move this channel over to about 50, and that will add a little bit of brown to the picture, maybe a little bit too much yellow in it there. We can back that off to wherever we happen to like the way it looks. Actually, right there around 31, minus 31 looks pretty good for what we want. We could tweak this a little bit if we wanted to try a little bit more red in it. Again, this is your preference, whatever you're doing. That looks pretty good right there. That would kind of match the picture that we have on the screen as far as the same overall tone of that. So we'll just click OK, and we've got this modern picture. We've added the sepia tone to it. Very handy in desktop publishing or something like that when you're trying to add a certain tone to a picture. Maybe you're going to make it look old. From here you could go in and add some scratches or something like that to make it look like an old picture. So that's what sepia toning is. I've included, if you download the CDR file with this video, I've included something I pasted right out of Wikipedia. It explains a little bit more about it, some of the photographic terms of what it used to be. But that's how you can do the effect right here in CorelDraw, and it's very easy to do, and it will make your modern photographs look old. And so I hope you enjoyed the video.